So, about 2 months ago, I came across this all-in-one productivity application called Darrt on Reddit. And by all-in-one, I mean the app has detailed task scheduling, focus mode with timer and relaxing sounds, and it's also a note-taking application with text editing features. You can create reminders and they work pretty well. I sometimes even forget, and this application will just blast an alarm on my screen. Unlike most reminder applications that just fail to remind you on anything. Maybe due to the fact that they stop working in the background. This application, even after not opening for days, will still show reminders. Alarms will just start ringing on the recurring tasks I've set, like morning meditation at 6 AM and morning workout at 7 AM. They always ring. Creating tasks or to-dos comes with necessary details as well, like adding categories, making them one time or repeating, adding a start and end time, adding notes. And mind you, this notes is different from the application functioning as a note-taking application. There is a whole tab dedicated for that. This is just notes on the tasks you are creating, and of course, the reminders. And I mentioned categories, there is a tab dedicated for that as well, where you can manage them. And there is search also. And on top of everything, there is app color theming and switching between light and dark modes. Plus, the UI looks great. It's just a perfect application which is super nice to use. And it's totally free with no ads, so this is one application you should definitely check out. At app number 2 is Bookmarks, and if you haven't heard about this application before, well, if you usually save links whether within applications or at random places on your phone, or maybe even pasting links in a note-taking application, well, I seriously recommend a link management application to you, and none other than Bookmarks. First off, it is clean and well designed, so even though you are saving tons of links, it doesn't look messy and complicated. You get neatly organized categories or collections with the uncategorized links showing up on the front page. Saving links is simple, you can do that without even leaving the application you are in. It's got link tagging, reminders on links, backup and restore, changing UI appearance and a whole bunch of UI settings, some of which you'll need a premium version to unlock, but you still get a lot with the standard version. As an app reviewer, or at least I try to be, I've come across so many file management applications, open source ones, not open source ones, and I still lean on Mixplorer as my #1 file manager. It's been for almost a decade. The features and why is endless. I can just mention a few. One favorite being the Recent tab, where you can quickly see a history of opened files and folders by just swiping right and accessing this list. You can also switch in between bookmarks and history right here. So you can bookmark favorite folders here also for easy access. There's also multi-tab navigation. You get all these useful tools at the bottom, including search, and a whole lot of appearance settings, and there is more, even on root access, which I'm not really into, but this app really goes in detail and is very smooth and easy to use. Last year, one of the most talked about Android applications was Blockit. And if you don't know of this application, it can actually save you from your phone's distractions, and there is no way around it, unless you spend real money. So that is what this application is about. And aside being super cool in terms of UI, it is very robust in its function. You just set your time, or choose from the 15, 30 minutes or hour preset available. Once it starts, you cannot have access in any way. Not even a phone restart can stop it. But if you purchase parachutes which can be used to stop a particular session, that is after you've exhausted the free ones, then of course you can have access to whatever on your phone. I personally have this widget on my home screen. You've probably seen it in some of my videos before. I've set this for when I'm watching a football match so I can focus. It's a pretty solid application. Pixel Search is also another super useful application which most people should know and use. It basically can find anything on your phone for you. We are talking applications, media files, documents, contacts, stuff that you might quickly need but you have to open other applications before you have access. And what makes it more easy is having the applications widget on your home screen. Plus, it has fuzzy search, so you get results from several sources, including the internet. And within the application, you can customize a couple of things and go through settings for better usage. But for the core functionality of this application, it is super incredible. And so if you do not own a Google Pixel smartphone, this application brings you that feature and for free. If you love consuming music from your phone with any Bluetooth device or wired headphones, you definitely can use some audio enhancement, for rich consumption. And one application I always have running in the background for this is Wavelet. And if you haven't heard about this application before, it comes with audio enhancement tools like graphic equalizer, equal loudness, bass tuner, and more, and it's very powerful. I'm sure every user can attest to that fact, so you should definitely try it too if you haven't. Most cleaning applications on Android do not work as they are meant to and aren't even modern, which is a deal breaker for me. Express Cleaner is the best cleaning application I recommend. Sure, there is SD-Made or Gator and the others which I'm sure most of you might be using, which is totally fine. However, for convenience, rich features and overall modern interface, you should definitely use Express Cleaner. And it comes with several tools: App Manager for removing unused applications, WhatsApp Cleaner, File Manager, finding and removing old photos. One favorite feature I love about it is deep cleaning app caches. With this, the application can enter every single application installed on your phone and remove caches one by one, which will then free up a ton of space. It takes a while to finish this process depending on the number of applications, but it's totally incredible. And the scanning process of this app is quick too, it is smooth and efficient. Speaking of open source, another useful utility application is called LocalSend, and I feel everyone must know this application by now. The app makes transfer of files between devices super easy, even from Android to iOS and vice versa. So long as both devices are connected on the same Wi-Fi network, big files, small files, any type of files can be transferred. Nothing beats proper function and clean design in an application, and when it comes to finance tracking apps, my favorite is Everplan, and I think you should try it too if you haven't already. The app is super clean, the material you interface, everything is well laid out. You simply add your wallet and transactions. I've been using this application since April of this year, and aside your incomes and expenses tracking, you can also track subscriptions with reminders. You can add new categories for sorting transactions, and it's as simple as that. Backup and restore is also available in case you want to move your data to another phone. There is biometric lock to prevent unauthorized access, and it supports different currencies and languages. We are kicking off with this application called Bulk File Renamer, and as the name gives it away, you can easily rename multiple files at once with this application, and it's not complicated at all. You just select your files and you just make sure they are all in the same folder. Once you select them, there are several changes you can make to them, starting with the name, and then you get text processing, remove, replace, all the way to numbering, which is also useful. You get to choose to bring it before or after the name, that is the prefix or suffix, and there are other processing tools you can explore, and then you get to preview your changes and then confirm rename. The standard version of this application allows 75 file renaming per day, and you can also watch an ad to get 50 plus files, or you can upgrade to the premium version for unlimited file processing. I can swipe left on the phone's notch to open the calculator application, or swipe right to open ChatGPT, or even tap and hold to open settings. Your phone's Android status bar and notch area can be used for more than just showing app icons or the front camera. With this app called Notch Touch, you can single tap, double tap, or even triple tap to perform tasks like taking screenshots, opening an application, or toggling flashlight. You also get swipe gestures either to right or left to also perform certain tasks. Of course, there have been several other applications like this before, but you have to upgrade to premium to unlock more gestures. With this application, everything is totally free, allowing you to perform more tasks quickly. Plus, you can adjust the area where you make the gestures. If you have various subscriptions running, you definitely can use a dedicated application to track them. Reko is one clean, minimal, and functional subscriptions manager application I came across recently. First off, the interface is clean and not complicated, which makes it easy to use. It comes with tons of services which you can simply choose and add your details if you subscribe to any of them. Plus, it automatically categorizes each subscription. It supports tons of currencies and languages. You can back up your data to the cloud with premium version, which is around $6, and thanks to the developer, I have 50 promo codes to give away, which unlocks unlimited subscriptions tracking in multiple currencies and more. So I'll be posting them in my Telegram channel soon. Make sure you follow me on there. Link in the video description. Image Factory serves you on various forms of AI-based image editing. You get tools like Image Enhancer for sharpening low-quality images, and you get up to 4 times upscaling or even 16 times upscaling. Plus, the processing doesn't take too long. There is also Object Remover, which works super well, Image Colorizer, Low-Light Image Enhancer. It's like an all-in-one image manipulation tool, and you will definitely find this application useful at some point. Plus, there are no ads or in-app purchases. Still on images, another fairly new editing application is Modipix. It has the basic transform tools, adjustments, and it comes with lots in several categories too. So if you like to quickly apply filters to have different looks on your photos, you have them here. Although you have to upgrade to unlock all the LUTs, some are free to use. And if you like to post clean, minimal photos, you can easily create these looks using the Canvas tool, which adds backgrounds in various sizes and colors, including gradients and abstract background styles, with the Blur tool also. There's also Frame, which adds some data to the image, and you can customize everything here. Moving on to the next application, this one looks exactly like an iOS application. It is called Gallery OS plus Photos. Everything looks similar. It's got select and search on the homepage. You get the year, month, and all tabs at the bottom. You can switch to albums also. It's got a similar interface for image viewer. You see the favorite icon, the image details icon, and editing icon, and also has a similar interface for the photo editing page. And to add to everything, the app is rocking the liquid glass interface. And for a third-party iOS wannabe Android application, the glass effect isn't bad when scrolling. Let me know what you think about it also. And the only thing I hate about it is the loading time when the app is launched. It takes quite some time, plus image previews also lags a little bit. But this can actually be a go-to gallery application, definitely worth trying out. Next application is called Re-Alarm, which takes reminders to the next level. First off, you can easily create interval-based alarms, meaning one reminder can go off several times, and you can customize the intervals in days, hours, or minutes, and even choose to make it recurring or select particular days for it. You can add custom sounds for each alarm or use voice alarms.
This is a test alarm. This is a test alarm.
Add images, and on top of it all, you get to add stop challenges like solving math problems, shaking for a number of times, or scanning QR codes before the alarm stops ringing. It is pretty robust. The Material U interface also makes it easy to use, and you can do a local backup and exporting of your data in case you switch phones or sign up with your Google account. If you love consuming and sharing TikTok videos, TikTok allows you to save the videos to your phone. However, they save with watermark. Well, with this application called Downly, you can simply copy the video link to it and have the particular video saved without the watermark. It is free and there is no limit on the number of video saves. All these are new, lesser-known Android applications which definitely are super useful and worth installing. Again, they are all free to get, so download them using the links in the video description. And if you like the video, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a like while you're at it, and as always, thank you for watching.